Hello friends and loyal Wolfpack members, Chaos Wolf here and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Horizons. Now, what we are going to be doing today is having a look at how we go about finding minerals and so on the surfaces of the planets, and how we go about basically picking them up and refining them. But first of all, before we do anything else, I wanted to share something with you. We are here on the surface of Noatiaka 3, Noatiaka 3 or something. I have no idea how to pronounce this name. But what I wanted to show you is just look at that. Let's have a look. We are, in fact, on a ringed planet. This is absolutely awesome. And I've been dying to see a scene like this for a long time. Actually be able to land on a planet with a ring. And be able to see the ring from the planet's side. I've really been looking forward to this. But anyway. What we want to do is go around and have a look for some materials. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to park this way for a second, and the reason I am parking this way for a second is that if you see, there is a little radar-like scanner above our terrain model. Basically the terrain model is right here, and you can see the little picture of our scarab in the center. The scanner up the top, basically it's the surface radar for the scarab. This lets us know when there is something around us. So as you can see, that over to the left there's pretty much nothing over there, but over to the right it is picking something up. So let's turn, and as you can see, there we go, it looks like a fairly indistinct reading. So what we'll do is we'll start moving over in this direction. And what's going to happen is the closer even we get to the signal source, the more distinct it's going to get, and we're going to find out more specifically where it is. Now bear in mind that there can be multiple signal sources, but as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit stronger in this area. There's a bit more of a signal when you are facing this way. So let's keep going this way and see what we can find. Now hopefully we're going to be coming across a mineral deposit very soon. Alright, now as you can see, it's getting a little bit more distinct now. It's definitely got edges to it. So it's not taking up the entirety of the radar scanner. So we're going to carry on going in this direction, and we're going to go and see what we can find. I mean, you generally can spot them from a distance because they're just a slightly different coloured rock. But we are getting closer. As you can see, it's the field of that distortion is getting narrower. So it's getting very, very close. It's most likely going to be on top of this little hill here. So you can see it's very, very narrow. We'll slow down. See if as soon as it pops up. There it is. It's showing up down here as a little white square. You can also see it's now targetable. We've got a bronzite chondrite. So that's cool. And what we do is the way we go about actually, well, basically mining this is what we can't do is just put out our cargo scoop and drive over it, because that just doesn't work. This thing's way too big. I managed to get myself stuck on it. So what we need to do is we need to break it down to some more manageable chunks. Now normally out in the asteroid field we'd fire our mining lasers at it, but we don't have mining lasers here on Planetside. So what we need to do is we just need to shoot it. There we go, we've smashed it. And now that gives us the materials. What we can do is have a look over at our contacts, and we can see we've got 2 carbons and an iron from there. So let's drive up. As soon as it's targeted, and we drive over it with the cargo scoop deployed, we can pick it up. And if we sit over it, actually, we're not directly over, are we? But we can reverse over it as well, not just drive forward. So that's pretty much how we go about gathering the materials. We can find other things on the planet's surface as well. It is not just the minerals and stuff that we can find here. We can find settlements, outposts, whatever we can find on the planet's surface. We can even use the surface radar to find our own ship. Not that we should really need it, but we do have that option. Now, the question you're probably on your lips is, well, Chaos, now that we get these, what do we do with them? Because they're not the same kind of thing that we can usually sell into the commodities market. And you'd be correct. We'll have a look over here into the cargo section. Even though I've scooped all that up, there is nothing in my SRV's cargo. What it is it's down on the side here. We go down to the Materials tab. And what we've got is all the materials that I have gone and collected. We have a grand total of 300 units that we can hold at any one time. But what is it for? Well, let's go and have a look. We'll move down to the Synthesis tab, and this shows us what we can actually go and create. Anything that is red is stuff that you can't make at the moment because you are not in that particular type of vehicle. At the moment we're in the SRV, so we can only make the 3 recipes that are usable in the SRV. If we cool down our ship and board the ship, we'll be able to make everything that is usable in the ship, but not anything for the SRV. But the first one here is SRV Ammo Restock. So this allows us to restock the ammunition in the SRV. We've got SRV Repair, so we can repair the ship. I mean, let's have a look. We have 76% on our hull. Well, let's look over here. On the basic one, I can actually repair my SRV 21 times. So that is awesome. I'm able to, the amount of materials I've gathered, I can keep this thing going almost indefinitely. But that's just the basic. What's the standard? Let's move over to that. Now this requires a few more materials. Basically, we go from just having iron nickel to nickel, manganese or something, vanadium, and molybdenum, that one. And what that does is that allows us to repair the hull and also give it a 50% increase in strength. So let's go and try that one. So activating, bonus is active. There we go, we're back up to 100% hull, but we're also 50% better off. So we do have 150% of our original hull strength. So it's going to take about 50% more damage to destroy the SRV. So that's really nice, especially if you're going into combat. You might want to go and search for these if you're going into a very tough mission. Now, this kind of stuff does happen with other things as well. If we have the standard on the ammo, we get 50% extra damage, or if we go over to the premium, that's 100% extra damage. But we need a hell of a lot of materials for that. SRV repair, same again if we're on premium. It's 100% extra hull strength, but as you can see that now we've got the 50% hull bonus there, it shows up here that we've got the added bonus. So if we go back, there's also the SRV refuel. And instead of actually the fuel lasting longer in the SRV, what it does is it increases the strength of your shields. So we have 100% shield overcharge and 50% shield overcharge. So again, this is something really good if you're going to go into really tough missions, such as you're going to go and assault really big bases. So this really might help. But let's go back, because there are a few other things that we can craft. We can go and craft the FSD injections. And I can't do that in the Scarab at the moment, because it's for the ship. So let's go and recall the ship and have a look at all the bonuses when we get in the ship. Okay, so we are now back on the bridge of our ship. Let's go and have a look at what we can craft here. At the moment, I only have enough materials to go and craft a couple of frameshift drive boosts. Let's go and craft another one. There we go. So we now have that bonus active. So that is awesome. Now what that would allow us to do is to go and jump to more systems, because we've got a longer jump range now. So now that we have our level 1 frameshift drive boost, we now have a jump range of 14.65 light years. If we didn't have it, we have a jump range of 11.72 light years. So that is absolutely appalling. So it is nice that we can jump further, although the problem is that these are very, very limited. At the moment, I'm only able to get one jump out of this because that's all I've got. But anyway, that's fine. What else we can get is, let's go and have a look, is if we went and made the premium, that's basically double the distance on our frameshift drive injection jump. We've got plasma munitions. The top one is 50% extra damage and 25% extra damage. And that's pretty much the same for all the different types of ammunition. Now the last one we have here is an AFM refill, so an auto field maintenance refill. And what this allows us to do is to refill our auto field maintenance units, so that if we're out exploring, we can keep going pretty much almost indefinitely. The standard one gives us a 50% boost to repair speed, and the premium one gives us a 100% repair boost speed. So that is absolutely awesome, but the problem is it takes an absolute metric buttload of materials in order to craft these. I mean, here I am missing 2 vanadium and 1 zinc just for the basic. But then again, I haven't been going around gathering all that many materials because I've been off doing other things. But that's pretty much what we can craft at the moment in Elite Dangerous. Now, I do admit that this is a very limited amount of things that we can make, but it does change the way the game works. Because if we do want to take weapons with us out exploring, we're not only going to be limited to energy-based weapons now. Because we can go and take plasma weapons, we can go and take missiles, we can go and take multi-cannons, railguns, and cannons. Because we can go and make our own ammunition for it. I mean, let's just have a look at this. We can make... I've basically got all the materials I need. The only reason I can't make this is because I don't have any weapons fitted there with this particular type of... with that particular type of ammunition. I could make this, but what I would need is 1 more phosphorus. But that's not a big issue. 2 more phosphorus, and I would be able to make the 25% extra damage, because I do have all the materials for it. But that would only... basically, the bonus would only be applicable for that 1 full reload. Premium, I pretty much need a crap ton more material there, so not going to be able to do that for a while, but I would like to give that a go. But anyway, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please do consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons, because they really do help my channel out. And anyway, until next time, Commanders, I've been Commander Chaos Wolf, you've been epic, I will see you soon, and until then, keep flying and stay shiny.